this.
It's time for another broadcast on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County Hornet sports. Today's game is brought to you by B&N Trucking, Brown County Democrat Message, Brown County State Bank, Cass Communications, Double K Firearms, Farmer State Bank and Trust Company, Farmer State Bank Griggsville, Hindeker Funeral Home, Henry Automotive, Cassing Lumber Company, Larry Dunn Accounting, McKay Napa Auto Parts, Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy, Prairie Land FS, Rustic Gardens, Scranton Heating and Cooling, York Tire, Helena Chemical Company, Yingling and Nissen Agency. Now it's time for the broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. Dane Flessner up here. Hey, hand him your headset. Let me talk to him a minute while he's up here. If he can get enough up there to get going. How you doing this morning, Dane?
Hey, good, Steve. We're ready to rock and roll. Got the kids to bed pretty early. Had to do a couple room checks and enforce a couple rules last night with them, but they got to bed and got a good breakfast with some bacon and some syrup and all that good stuff. So these kids are ready to go this morning.
Awesome. We're glad to be up here, and I know the kids are excited, and you and Brian are excited about being up here for the state IESA 8th grade state tournament. First game against Elmwood. Can you tell us anything about Elmwood?
Yeah, actually, Brian, Coach Ingram and I were able to go up since they were running a day behind us and able to scout their sectional game. They're a really good ball club. They got a couple big boys that work really good inside the lane. They got a couple guards that can handle the ball real well. If we can keep our plan coming in is keep them off the boards. If we can keep them off the boards and rebound well and get out and do what we do, we're confident we can hang with them and hopefully get them in the end. But yep, they're a very well coached team, very disciplined. They like to shoot threes. I bet they shot 28 three-pointers in the game the other night. So we just have to be really, hard on the boards and contest their shots and do what we do best, and that's play defense and run.
Well, I tell you what, I've been really impressed with this batch of 8th graders. They play as a unit. From what I understand, they're friends on the court and off the court. They've played together for a long time. Their ball movement, to me, I wish we could teach our high school team how to move the ball the way that they're moving the ball.
Yeah, no, I would agree there. They're really good kids. They support each other a lot in practice. They get on each other a little bit, but in teaching moment style, getting on each other, not putting each other down, and that's been very important and something we preach. We don't want the kids feeling bad about themselves and nothing like that, but we definitely want to coach inside of every game. These kids they do move the ball well. Like we told them earlier, we need to use all sides of the court. Sometimes they get a little. They want to move the ball, but they want to keep it on one side of the court and not go through with the full reversal. If we can get that full reversal starting and using all the court, we'll do it even better. But yes, they've been. I'd say the last 3 games we've played very, very good defense and played unselfish basketball on the offensive side, and that to me is what's pushing these kids further than last year with them. They're working as a whole team. So.
Yeah, absolutely, and I don't want to leave out the 7th graders. The 7th graders. We're hoping they would win the regional, that we'd be at a super sectional with them. But they had a great season also, and from the beginning of the year through the year, I saw that team develop as a team also.
No, absolutely. When we got them in the first couple days of practice, and I told them this at their pep rally for their regional championship, I told them after our first practice, I went to Coach Ingram, I said, Coach, are we going to win a game? Just being silly. But no, those kids have responded very well to Coach Ingram and I, and we stay on them real heavy, mold them as a team, run their offense, do their jobs. They were a little wet behind the ears, but yes, as we went on, we definitely turned into a team that I think even jumping into next year, we had lots of guys get lots of good time, and I think we're going to be a handful with them in the 8th grade next year and be able to compete with just about anybody.
Well, we got to get past the 10 o'clock game to be able to play at 5 o'clock. We're hoping that we're having a conversation with you about that 5 o'clock game. Tell you what, if you or Brian can come up after the game and sit down and talk with me for a minute, either one of you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check with Coach Ingram. He's not much of a talker. Every pep rally we have, he always passes everything on to me. Anytime we have to basically stand out in front of anybody or make any kind of statements, he usually throws that to me, which if you know me well, that's fine. I like talking. So I handle that well. So I'll chat with him, but I'm sure he'll send me back up. And yeah, I think if we get through today, the first game, I believe it's lining up for us to get Decatur Robertson if they do win, and I believe they were the Class 7 state champions last year at the 7th grade level there at charter school out of Decatur, and so that's who we don't look forward at all, because we got a heavy task at hand with this Elmwood team, but that's who we're probably going to have to get at 5 o'clock if we're play good enough to get through this one.
All right. Well, we hope that we're talking to you about a 5 o'clock game, and good luck, and congratulations to you and Brian in your first year coaching junior high.
Yeah, thanks. It's been
to the state.
Yeah, it's been a great ride. It's been a great ride, and I'm really tickled that you got Sean Volk up here in the box with you tonight. I tell you what, he's a hidden talent in Mount Sterling and the surrounding area. Lots of people need to know who he is, and I hope he gets his voice out there a little today, because he's a great guy. He's muscular, and he does lots of good things for our town. So I hope you enjoy your time up here with him.
Well, I hope he enjoys his time up here and wants to be up here more often. Thanks a lot,
All right,
Dave
Steve. We'll
Lesnar.
talk to you later, and hope we're talking about a Hornet win.
You're listening to the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame show. Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling in Mount Sterling, and they will install Train and Mitsubishi equipment and service geothermals, furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, and ductless mini-split systems. Call the Comfort Man at 773-2626 or on the web at comfortman.com. With that, we'll take our first station break. This is BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports.
As the year starts to come to an end and families enjoy more time indoors, Cascom realizes you need reliable internet, great television, and a reliable home phone service. So from now until the end of the year, Cascom will be offering an amazing deal on its triple play bundle services. Call today and get internet, Broadvision TV, and VoIP phone for only $99 a month for 6 full months. Call us today at 1-800-252-1799. No contracts or install fees. Some restrictions may apply.
For all the news and events in Brown County, make sure you pick up this week's issue of the Democrat Message. You can start your subscription to the Brown County Democrat Message at their office at 123 West Main in Mount Sterling, or by calling 217-773-3371, or extend your subscription. You can subscribe to the Democrat Message. Brown County Democrat Message is the perfect place to advertise your fundraiser and your business. The Democrat Message is the first stop for Brown Countyans looking for a place to live or a job. Pick up your copy today.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Helena of Mount Sterling is a proud sponsor of this broadcast of Brown County Hornet Sports. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, contact Matt Held and the professionals at Helena. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-653-0465. That's 217-653-0465 for Helena Chemical Company and Matt Held.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. Have you ever been in a big box store and saw something you just couldn't live without, only to find out the employee has no idea what he's selling? You know, the same guy that was behind the deli counter the day before. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Casting Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paints dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Castings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Castings Gift Department has gifts for everyone. Casting Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store, formerly Brown County. As we enter into this holiday season, make sure you stop by our store and look at the offerings that we have. No need to drive to the big city for the big box stores. We've got DeWalt on sale. 20-volt max lithium-ion compact drill, $124.99, and get a free light with it.
Napa know-how.
Stop by, look at our specials for Christmas shopping, only at your locally owned McKay Napa Auto Parts store.
Free medication delivery is a practice almost unheard of in the 21st century, but consistent with Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy's friendly small-town feel, they offer same-day medication delivery on all orders. Moreland and Devitt Pharmacies, family-owned with local employees with locations in Rushville, Virginia, Beardstown, and the Mount Sterling location, located inside the IGA. For refills, visit mndpharmacy.com or call 217-773-2020.
Steve Surratt and Sean Volk back with you. Sean, welcome to the booth for the first time.
Well, thanks for having me, Steve. It's good to be here.
It'll come on in just a second. Lisa's telling we're not on the air. It's delayed. She's listening on her phone over there, and it's about 15 to 20 seconds delayed if you're not here. But we're glad to have you. I'm sorry to interrupt you there.
No, it's great. It's good to be here. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, and hey, why not start at a state game, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. The best place to get your feet wet is at a state game. We're in Mount Pulaski for the 8th grade state tournament. This morning, our Brown County Hornet 8th graders will be taking on Elmwood this morning. And Elmwood, I did not get what their record was, and Lisa had the book over there. I don't know if it says in the book. Ask her for that book there, Sean, that she's hoarding.
Oh, here we go.
If you could take a quick look in there and find Elmwood, I think they're maybe the first school or close to it. But see if it gives us any more information than There's Washington. Keep going. And we'll check and see where they're at. I guess they put in the Sweet 16 in there. Oh, look at that. They even got a little score sheet in there for you.
Yeah,
while Sean's looking that up, we'll
22-4.
22-4, and Browning County comes in 23-2. Brown County, their two losses came at the hands of Triopia, and that's an unusual loss because they beat Triopia by about 20 points. And then the people I talked to thought they were just looking maybe a game ahead, and Triopia caught them at their place with their pants down, so to speak.
Yeah, they did. I would say that was probably the worst game that they had all year. They, like you said, they were looking ahead and ended up getting beat, and I think it humbled them a lot.
Oh, I think so. And then they had lost to Southeastern, and was that a big loss? Somebody told me it was like 8 points, and then I also heard 20 points.
I think it was 8. I think there was an 8-point loss that night.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Flessner said, and that's who they played in the sectional, and ended up winning the sectional game on Wednesday evening. I was sad because I didn't get to broadcast that game. Kevin Dieterle got the opportunity because Wednesday is church night, and there's some things that I can't broadcast on church nights. I don't think God looks at that correctly, and I don't think the church would look at that very well. But
well, I think God's a fan, that's for sure.
Absolutely, particularly with good kids like we have playing on the floor today. Well, we'll try to get you some starting lineups here and see what we can do for that. Here as the game goes on, we know for Brown County, the starters for Brown County are going to be Sam Carr, Cole Beheimer, Quinn Saxer, Colby Wart, and where's my buddy Landon Lucky? The unsung hero, as I call it on this team. He just silently goes about his work and plays good defense and just good rebounding. And is that part of the team that you got to have? Not everybody can be a scorer.
Absolutely. This team's got so many role players. I'm glad you mentioned Landon because I I watch him a lot. I think I watch him a lot more than I watch any of the other players, just because he carries a bit of a chip on his shoulder, so to speak, and he gets down there with kids that are bigger than him sometimes and just bangs. And I think he catches a lot of fouls. If he can stay out of foul trouble, he's a real asset to this team. But he gets down there and he pulls down a bunch of boards for this team and really helps them out. He gets a good kick out, finds his guards.
And absolutely, and you got to have people on that team, and eventually they start scoring because of how they're playing underneath the basket.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to tell what a 7th or an 8th grader is going to look like when they get in high school. I've seen great basketball players who get to high school and about their freshman or sophomore year, they've peaked as far as they can go, and they were outstanding in junior high. And then I've seen a kid that was the most awkward kid on the floor in 7th and 8th grade blossom out, grow into their shoes, and become great ball players in high school.
Yeah, absolutely. I coach a lot of Little League, as you know, and some of these kids, when they're little, you know, they say, well, I want to play this and I want to play that. And it's like, listen, here's where I think you can do the best for us right now, but you're going to grow and you're going to mature. And for all you know, you could be doing something completely different when you're older. It's the same way in basketball. You might have a kid starts out in 5th and 6th grade playing point guard, and the next thing you know, he's your post guy in high school.
Yeah, because they can grow so fast. As you've got kids that know that before you know it. I know Trev's grown quite a bit in the last couple of years and got tall and lanky, and the kid's a pretty good drummer. I've been able to listen to him from the booth at halftime at the ball games.
Yeah, he is. He really is. He surprised both his parents, I can tell you that. He's a unique kid. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there was a joke that Mr. Gard told me the other night that Trev had told him that was pretty funny, but I can't remember the joke. I thought it was so funny.
Oh, gosh,
we'll
that's
take
dangerous.
another station break before we come back. You're listening to BCHornetsports.com and the Scranton Heating and Cooling pregame. Stop and see Casey and the people at Scranton Heating and Cooling, John, and all the people there, Jeff, about your heating and cooling systems. We'll be back.
This is Eric at Yingling and Nissen Agency. Do you find insurance confusing? Do you know if you have the adequate coverage? If something major happens like fire or tornado, are you paying for the proper coverage or overpaying for things that you do not need? Have you sat down with someone lately that can answer these questions? At YNN Agency, we have been answering these questions for our customers. By having access to dozens of companies, we can customize your insurance to fit your needs. Whether it's life, health, home, auto, farm, or just your favorite toy, we have the answers. We are your trusted choice agency. Give us a call today, 773-3397, or visit us on the web, ynagency.com.
The Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling has been providing superior comfort to West Central Illinois since 1985. Installing Train and Mitsubishi comfort systems and servicing all brands, the Comfort Man has the best equipment and technicians to keep your family comfortable year-round. Call the Comfort Man Scranton Heating and Cooling at 217-773-2626. That's the Comfort Man at 217-773-2626. Or visit them on the web at comfortman.com. It's been our legacy year after year, and we're proud of our heritage. At Prairieland FS, our focus has been on improving growers' profitability by developing leading products and services to advance operations. Year after year, we've been committed to pointing the way forward because we know that opportunity lies around the next corner and not behind the last one. So visit prairielandfs.com and let's get you headed towards your next success. FS, bringing you what's next.
The Brown County State Bank is proud to support all the Brown County Hornets athletic programs. In fact, we're the only bank offering the Hornet debit card. Every time the card is used at a point of sale, a portion of the proceeds are contributed to the Brown County School. It's our part of our commitment to making them the best they can be. Contact the Brown County State Bank today to get your Hornet debit card at 773-3327. Brown County State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you in Mount Pulaski today for the 8th grade state tournament here. It is Brown County against Elmwood, the Elmwood Trojans, and I've never seen Trojans in orange before.
No, that's a first for me because we're all used to Triopia.
Well, and Auburn is a Trojans, and
Yep.
they're blue, and I've seen dark blue, but I've never seen orange Trojans before, but guess what? That's what they are.
Yeah, here they are.
The Elmwood Trojans, and it looks like to me one of their starters out there, Braden Lehman, he's a pretty tall boy, number 40. The rest of them, I would say, are kind of average height. Nico Crozier, one of the other starters, a couple of tall boys. They'll match up well with us. Let's give you today's starting lineups for both teams. For Elmwood, one of the guards is Brandon Williams. He's an 8th grader. Another guard is Zach Howerton. Zach Howerton. That's going to be fun to say when he's passing the ball around. And then Aiden Wallace. He's probably a forward. Braden Lehman, a forward. And Nico Crozier will probably be their center. And for Brown County, it's their regular starting 5, and you don't mess with a lot of perfection here. Sam Carr, an 8th grader. Cole Beheimer, an 8th grader. Quinn Saxer, an 8th grader. Landon Lucky, an 8th grader. And Colby Wart, an 8th grader. The 8th grade tournament, and it's good to see we don't have a ton of 7th graders, or no 7th graders in the starting lineup. I kind of worry when that happens, the disjunct between those kids and their lower classmates when they play up a level on the 8th grade team and actually start.
Yeah, I think we got we just got one that comes off the bench for us. Jack comes in and plays a little bit for us.
Hey, and I think it's different when it's a reserve role.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really hard in 7th and 8th grade to see a 7th grader come up and take an 8th grader spot when the 7th graders have their own team and you're trying to develop a nucleus.
Yeah.
Because the next year they're going to be playing with kids that they didn't play with the year before.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so with that, I know they'll probably do starting lineups and hopefully the Star Spangled Banner when we get started here. But I don't know any of the officials doing the ball game today, but it looks like we're about ready to get started. Well, let's talk about the Yingling and Nissen keys to the game. Brought to you by Yingling and Nissen Agency. They offer unparalleled service, competitive quotes to clients throughout the entire state of Illinois and Missouri. Yingling and Nissen Agency, 111 West Washington in Mount Sterling. Call Mike and the guys at 773-3397 or on the web at ynagency.com. Usually Kevin and I are who I'm working with. Talk about what are the keys for a Brown County victory today. You've seen this team a lot. What are the keys for them to win this ball game today?
I think we need to get out to a fast start. Our boys love to run, and we need to stay out of foul trouble.
Okay.
I really think start fast, stay out of foul trouble, and we'll be fine.
And I would agree with you. Their turnovers tend to be a problem, at least down on this level of ball. Cut down on the turnovers would be my second thing. And the last thing is when you get to the free throw line, you got to make them. Got to make them. They're getting ready to stand for the national anthem here, and we'll take a station break while that's going on.
The Hendricker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling, serving Brown County and the surrounding area for over 40 years. The Hendricker Funeral Home is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Jamie and Tracy Hendricker and their staff are proud of their attention to detail, the variety of choices and dignity given to each and every family they serve in their time of need. For more information, visit them on the web at hendrickerfuneralhome.com or give them a call at 773-3362. Once again, that's 773-3362.
York Tire understands that there is never a good time for a flat tire on the farm or on your commercial vehicle. That's why York's eases your pain with 24-hour farm and road assistance. They can come to you with their on-site service truck and get your equipment rolling again. York Tire offers tires for just about anything that has wheels and can service vehicles large or small. York Tire, 501 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, right behind the FS Fast Stop. Call 217-773-3947.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling would like to wish the Hornets best of luck this season. A local bank with local people, local decisions, and local investments, the Farmers State Bank and Trust has been serving the financial needs of Brown County for over 100 years. Visit them today for all your banking needs at the main bank in Mount Sterling, the For Sales branch, the Timewell branch, or the branch located inside the IGA in Mount Sterling. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The rain.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you in Mount Pulaski, Illinois. We're getting ready for state basketball action for 8th grade in the IESA. And Sean, I have to tell you, the IESA is the easiest people I've ever worked with as far as getting broadcast set up.
Good.
And there's no fees or anything involved. I found out the other night for the Pittsfield guys to go video that game for the Pittsfield girls the other night cost them $150 for a regional game.
Wow.
One game to do that. And I'm going, well, wait a second. They weren't going to, the IHSA or nobody was going to broadcast that game or put that game as a live stream. Again, we'll go over the lineups tonight, or this morning. I gotta
yeah,
get
this
set.
morning.
Yeah, Williams, Howerton, Wallace, Lehman, and Crozier for the Elmwood Trojans. And then Carr, Beheimer, Saxer, Lucky, and Wart for Brown County. The starting lineups being announced here. Let's see, how many did Brown County dress? They dressed 8 is what they ended up dressing. And so with that,
we got 13.
13 kids.
Yep.
And so, Sean, I'm excited. I'm probably as excited as the coaches are.
I am too. I get butterflies. I played in state when I was in 7th grade, and I remember the feeling and getting your name called out and stuff. And these boys right now are they're pumped. I can tell you, they're ready to go.
There is no fonder memories I have in school than moments just like this. They
Absolutely.
never go away.
Yep.
Some people say you're living in the past, but no, it's an event that will shape you for a lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely. I still have my state shirt. I wore number 11 back then, and I still have that Elite 8 shirt. You know, I probably weighed 80 pounds back then. I don't know.
Say what?
I said I probably weighed 80 pounds back then. I don't know. I'm a little guy.
I think I was born at 80 pounds. I came out of the womb at 80 pounds. But we are so thankful to be here. And again, these are memories these kids will have. And I tell you what, they're building on their fall of going to state in baseball. And
yes.
They lost by 1 run to the eventual state champions of the sport.
Yeah, and the coincidence in baseball this year, they lost 2 regular season games, avenged those losses to get to state. Here we are, 2 regular season games in basketball, avenged those losses, and here we are at state.
Ward will be jumping against Lehman. And if everybody knows me, it'll take me about a quarter to get Elmwood's names down and try to get it set. Here's the jump. Wart wins it. Beheimer to Saxer for the layup, and Brown County leads this ball game 2-0 out of the game with 5:52 left in the ball game. Steal by Beheimer. He's going to take it all the way on the left-hand side, and it's Brown County 4.
He's so fast.
And Elmwood nothing. 5:42. Elmwood brings the ball up. It'll be Wallace setting up the offense. Pressure defense by Brown County right out of the gate. Williams with the ball. Feeds to Crozier. Crozier in the corner to Wallace, and it's no good. Rebound Saxer, and we're going back the other way already. This may be fast-paced. I hope I put enough glue in my dentures this morning.
Well, our boys like to
drives
run.
And shoots. Good. Brown County 6, And Elmwood nothing, 5:13 left here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us on BCHornetsports.com and the Cass Communication scoreboard. Williams and the feed top of the key to Crozier. He makes one from the free throw line. Now it's Brown County 6 and Elmwood 2, 4:55 left in the first quarter. Beheimer brings the ball up for Brown County. The slowest part of the action we've had all day. Left-hand side to Saxer. He dribbles, looks for somebody open. Nobody open. Feeds it out to Wart on the left-hand side. He's going to drive in, feeds it out to Saxer for 3. No good. And the rebound is Wallace. And we're coming back the other way. Wallace with the ball. Pressure by Brown County. And Crozier shoots a 3. No good. Rebound is Lehman, and he gets fouled in the process, and we'll see who ends up with that foul.
I think that was on Lucky. Yep, Lucy got his first foul.
Okay, Lucky with his first foul, and so he'll go to the line for 2. And I'm trying to... First shot up, no good by Lehman. And remind you, stop by the Brown County State Bank at 101 East Main Street. Call 773-3327.
Second one's no good.
Second one no good. Carr throws down, lead to Beheimer. Beheimer to the bucket, hop and a skip and 2 points. Beheimer with about 6 points already in this ball game. 8-2, Brown County over Elmwood. Elmwood gets the ball across the line, gets it down low to Lehman. Lehman to Wallace. Wallace puts up a 3 and makes it, making it an 8-5 ball game, 3-point ball game, 3:55 left here in the first quarter. Beheimer with the ball up front, setting up the offense for Brown County. DeCarr on the right-hand side. Down low to Ward. He'll back it in, shoot a short jumper, no good. Rebound Crozier, and it'll be Wallace bringing the ball back up for Elmwood the other direction.
Got a little deep there, needed to use the backboard.
Shot up by Howerton, and it's no good, and it'll be Brown County's ball with 3:29 left here in the first quarter. Brown County 8 and Elmwood 5 as Beheimer brings up the ball for Brown County. Brown County wearing their green uniforms today. Saxer on the left-hand side. Look for Beheimer on the cut. It wasn't open. Carr, top of the key, back to Beheimer. We're going to reset things and get things working a little better. Beheimer drives in, feeds down low to Wart. He feeds back out front to Carr, down low to Lucky. Lucky's trying to get it to Wart, forces it in. Wart saves the ball, throws it back out front, but that's going to be out of bounds and going to be a turnover for Brown County on that play. And it'll be Elmwood's ball out about half court. It'll be Wallace. Wallace over to Williams. To Howerton, back to Wallace. He shoots a 3, and we've got our first tie of the ball game as they fight back from an 8-2 deficit. Brown County's biggest lead was 6 points. Now we are tied again with 2:40 left here in the first quarter.
Well, that was his second three-pointer, so we're going to have to watch him.
Beheimer drives in and gets fouled on the play. And we'll see who the foul is on here.
That's on Lehman.
Lehman picks up his first foul as Beheimer goes to the line for 1. First one up and good. B&N Trucking is locally owned and operated since 1999. You need something hauled, you need to call them, or if you want to be part of their team, call B&N Trucking, 289-3555. Misses the second one, 9-8 Brown County as Williams gets the rebound. And Wallace gets fouled in the process by Beheimer, and that's going to be his first foul. It'll be their Brown County's second team foul overall.
Got 2 apiece here. No, we don't. I'm sorry.
Williams into Wallace. Wallace will walk it up on the right-hand side. Gets it back across to Howerton. Down low to Crozier. And Wallace going to show up 3. No good. Rebound, Saxer. He tries to bring the ball down the left-hand side, gets it up fast for Brown County. In the corner to Beheimer. He's going to drive, feeds it to Ward in the lane, up and good. 11-8, Brown County over Elmwood. 8th grade state action on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. A steal by Beheimer again, up and in. 13-5, the pressure defense is working out for Brown County. 5-point lead for Brown County with 1:45 left in the first quarter. And Wallace gets it to Crozier. Crozier feeds to Howerton. Howerton tries to feed it. Nobody's there. Lucky ends up with the ball. Gets it to Beheimer. Beheimer to Saxer. Saxer into the lane and up and no good. Rebound is got by Crozier, and we'll go back the other direction. Brown County getting the ball inside a lot here and on fast breaks. Howerton back out to Wallace. Wallace looks at the three and says, nope. Crozier, he's going to shoot the three, and it's good.
Wow.
That's his first three.
That's his first, team third. We need to watch the threes, I can tell you that.
13-11, Brown County over Elmwood with under a minute left here in the first quarter. Saxer's going to look. Can't find anybody. Good pressure, man-to-man defense by Elmwood. Wart drives and shoots, no good. Tries to get his own rebound. Lucky ends up with it, and he gets fouled trying to put it back up. And nice persistence there by Brown County on the offensive board, Sean.
44, that's Crozier, yeah. Lucky, again, we talked about him earlier. He's huge down there.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of a smaller version of Chance Fuquay, only Chance is starting to score a little bit more.
Yes.
But as I tell people, when the ball goes up to the rim, defensively or offensively, Chance says it's my ball.
Yes, yeah, and he's big enough to make it happen, too.
Yeah. But he's only about, what, 6 foot, 6'2", maybe?
I would say he's probably 6'2", yeah.
Rebound. Second one's no good. Wallace is going to bring it up for Elmwood. They try to set up the offense. Beheimer being pesky on him. Brown County in a 2-3 zone. Steal by Beheimer on the pass. He's going to feed it over to Carr. Carr's going to go up, and it's good. And it's Sam Carr's first points of the day. 15-11 with under 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Crozier out front. And he does a little push off on Saxer to get open. And the ball ends up in Wart's hands. He's going to bring it down with 12 seconds. Carr going to shoot the three up, and it's good.
Nice.
18-11, a 7-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game for Brown County. And a final shot by Williams. Banks it off the board for three. Going to make it 18-14 as we go to the end of the first quarter. The end of the first quarter, Brown County 18, Elmwood 14 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
As the year starts to come to an end and families enjoy more time indoors, Cascom realizes you need reliable internet, great television, and a reliable home phone service. So from now until the end of the year, Cascom will be offering an amazing deal on its triple play bundle services. Call today and get internet, Broadvision TV, and VoIP phone for only $99 a month for 6 full months. Call us today at 1-800-252-1799. No contracts or install fees. Some restrictions may apply.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you. Second quarter action. Brown County 18, Elmwood 14. Elmwood gets the ball to start the second quarter. And it's going to be Wallace out front. Feeds it down low, and it's intercepted by Wart. He's going to bring the ball up for Brown County as they transition fast. Beheimer now will set up the offense for Brown County. I call it kind of a one-line four offense they're running. Ball down to Lucky. He loses the basketball. Williams coming back the other door. Nope, it's actually Howerton bringing the ball up. Williams to Howerton. To Williams on the right side. Back to Howerton. He's going to shoot a three. And he joins the crowd with the fifth three of the day and 3 different people shooting them. 5:13 left. It's Brown County 18 and Elmwood 17. to Wart. No back door open for Saxer. He's going to drive to the bucket, put it up, and it's in and out. Rebound is Lehman, and it'll be Wallace bringing the ball up for Elmwood. To Crozier. To Wallace, in the corner to Williams. Wallace, top of the key to Crozier, shooting three off the rim. No good. Lucky with the rebound. And we got a hand in the face that time.
Yeah.
To not give a good look. Wart drives, throws out to Saxer in three-point land, and will join that club. 21-17. Brown County up by 4 with 4:30 left here against Elmwood in the 8th grade state on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Crozier dribbles, gives it out to Howerton. He shoots no good, and a rebound goes off of Brown County's Lucky.
Boy, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that could have gone either way.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, but it looked like Lucky's trying to bring the ball to him, and then the ball goes the opposite way, goes out of bounds. That's not out on green.
In the corner, that's Wallace. He's trying to drive, and I think Ward or Beheimer is going to get called for a foul here. It looks like 33 Wart will pick up a foul. Is that his first foul?
That is his first foul. Yeah, I'm glad it's on him. If that would have been Cole's second foul. We don't need that.
Third team foul, and
wow.
Williams shoots a three-pointer, and we got a hand, I think, even on the ball that time. Back the other way, Wart up and in. No, it's out. And rebound is Howerton, and we've got a 21-20 ball game. Brown County leading by just 1 here in the 8th grade state. Just 3:50 left here in the second quarter. These junior high games go quick. In the corner, that's Williams. Back out to Howerton. He shoots the three and makes it. Their 7th three of the day. 21 points by three-pointers.
His third in this quarter.
And we're headed. They have the lead for the first time in this ball game by 2. 23-21. Lucky, double teamed. He tries to back door to Carr, and it gets intercepted, and a young man, Crozier, gets hit in the eye. And they're checking. No, he lost a contact, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And so we'll take a timeout here real quick. Let you know about highest quality fencing's wrought iron fencing. There's no product that lasts longer, not welded wire, not wood or vinyl. A Rustic Garden makes historic style wrought iron fencing and gates to fit your forever home. 100, 200 years, who knows how long it will last. Check out rusticgardens.com online. And it'll be Wallace bringing the ball up for Elmwood. Still with the dribble. And he's double teamed at times, still with the dribble. Then gets it to Howerton. He's at the top, and Wart tries to steal the ball. The ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Lucky. Thrown to Wart, down the side to Carr for the layup, and it's good. And we've got another tie in the ball game, second tie of the ball game. 23-23, 2:50 left here in the second quarter. Half-court pressure by Brown County. Ball on the right side to Williams. Back out to Wallace. He's going to take it to the right side with the dribble and try to make something happen with the dribble. And Elmwood's run into trouble getting the ball stolen doing that.
Well, we switched to man-to-man.
Lehman gives it to Howerton. Three, no good. And Sam Carr gets fouled on the rebound by, I believe,
22.
Babcock in the ball game for Elmwood. And he's in the ball game for, let's see, Crozier, who came out with the contact issue. Beheimer will walk the ball up, and Brown County will take a timeout with that. 2:19 left here in the second quarter. It's Brown County 23 and Elmwood 23 in 8 boys state action on the Cass Communications scoreboard.
What's the buzz? Find out every Wednesday when you pick up the Brown County Democrat Message. You'll find out what there is to do and who has done what. What are your businesses doing? Pick up the Democrat Message and find out. Want to sell something? Take out a DM classified to make your don't want into someone else's treasure. Be sure to email or call the DM for your upcoming event so everyone in Brown County knows every Wednesday what's going on. Pick up the Democrat Message today.
Sean Volk and Steve Surratt at the 8th grade state tournament With 2:19 left here in the second quarter, it's Brown County 23 and Elmwood 23. Elmwood has been lighting things up with about 7 threes in this ball game. Only 1 2-pointer, I believe, Sean.
Yeah, that's correct right now.
Ward drives to the lane,
Nice.
25-23 as he splits the lane and gets 2 points. Just a little better than 2 minutes left here. Brown County with a 2-point lead. And it is Williams
That's a
driving,
block.
no good. He gets his own rebound. Gets it back out to Lehman. Lehman feeds it out to Wallace, and he shoots the 3. No good. And again, we got a face because we're playing that man-to-man defense you
Yeah, I
talked
think
about.
that was a good call by the coaches there. We talked about how the 1-3-1's our bread and butter. We get a bunch of steals, but when they're hitting, they got 7 threes. When they're hitting them, you got to switch it up.
Beheimer. The car top of the key. DeWart, we're weaving now. We're waiting for that opening. Something's going to be open. And Beheimer goes in, drives, no good. He gets his own rebound. Wart looks at a 3 and decides to dribble. Back out front, Beheimer to Carr. To Saxer in the corner, no good. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Howerton on that play against Lucky. Again, Lucky had the position there. And nice job rebounding. And that'll be the first foul for Howerton in the ball game. Saxer inbounds to Beheimer under the basket, and he gets fouled. And I believe Howerton's going to get his second foul right there in a row.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep, it was him.
And so Beheimer will go to the line for 2. 1:22 left here in the second quarter on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Brown County 25 and Elmwood 23.
Gotta
First
make
free
those.
throw missed. I hope those don't come back to haunt us later in the ball game.
Yeah, we've talked about that too. We got to make our free throws, and Cole's normally a real good free throw shooter. Gets
And the second
one.
one's good, 26-23. Brown County leading on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Wallace will walk the ball up for Elmwood. Brown County in that man-to-man defense. And what I like there, Beheimer and Carr were trying to decide who was going to take the ball handler. And on the floor is Wallace. He tries to get the ball to somebody else, and it ends up in Beheimer's hands. And guess what? 2 points. 5-point lead for Brown County under a minute, 28-23. As Wallace drives the lane, turns and spins and shoots, and he's going to get a foul, and either it's going to be Beheimer or Lucky on that foul. I think it's going to be Beheimer.
Yeah.
Beheimer on the foul, and that'll be his second foul here in the half, which that's fine. 49 seconds, 5-point lead, and Wallace at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah,
First one up and good.
I don't know what. I mean, I didn't think he was going up for that shot, but they said he was. So
Start your subscription to the Democrat Message at their office at 123 West Main Street in Mount Sterling, or by calling 773-3371. And the second one is good. Cuts that Brown County lead to 3, 28-25 with 45 seconds left. Beheimer to Saxer in the corner. He's going to drive, stop, put it back out to Wart. To Beheimer, top of the key. To Wart, they're going to weave a little bit here, and he switches, feeds off to Lucky for 2 points.
Nice dish.
Nice dish off by Wart. Shows the unselfishness of this team. 30-25, Brown County with a 5-point lead with 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. Wallace to Howerton. He dribbles, goes to the lane, and it's blocked by Lucky. And it was last touched by Brown County, but there's Landon Lucky again.
Yeah, coming up with another big play. I tell you what, he's a hustler.
Ball going to be inbounded by Wallace. He puts it out front to Williams, to Howerton. Down low to Crozier, who's back in the ball game. He can't find anybody. Back out to Williams, to Howerton for 3, and it's good.
Wow.
30-28, and that's the end of the half. 30-28 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. At halftime, Brown County leads by 2 over Elmwood at the 8th grade state basketball tournament. You're listening to BCHornetsports.com, your source for Brown County sports. We'll be back with the Prairie Land FS halftime show and stats from Sean after we get back.
When it comes to your money, local is better. Farmers National Bank of Griggsville is here in the heart of the community, working where we live. We make sensible loans to our friends and neighbors so that we can help our community grow. Stop by and see our friendly staff and see what we can do to meet your financial goals. Located in Griggsville, Pittsfield, and Mount Sterling. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Helena of Mount Sterling is a proud sponsor of this broadcast of Brown County Hornet Sports. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, contact Matt Held and the professionals at Helena. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-653-0465. That's 217-653-0465 for Helena Chemical Company and Matt Held.
This is Brandon Kindhart with Double K Firearms. Have you ever been in a big box store and saw something you just couldn't live without, only to find out the employee has no idea what he's selling? You know, the same guy that was behind the deli counter the day before. At Double K Firearms, we treat you like family and want you to enjoy your experience while you're here. We buy, sell, and trade new and used firearms and much, much more. We offer an amazing selection and extremely competitive prices. We would love to get you set up with whatever it is you're looking for, whether it's for hunting, recreation, or just adding to your collection. That's Double K Firearms, 212 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, or call 217-430-7523. And remember, always support local, and the best time to buy it's when you see it.
Cassing Lumber Company, your do-it-best quality paint dealer, mixes unique paint colors for any project. Bring a sample of your pillows, curtains, or other items, and Cassings will scan them into their computer. Mix your unique color of do-it-best quality paint and save the information. Need a special gift? Cassing's gift department has gifts for everyone. Cassing Lumber Company, hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store, supporting hometown schools and families for 45 years. Route 99 South, Mount Sterling. Call 217-773-2611.
Napa know-how.
Hello, Earl Flack for your locally owned McCain Napa Auto Parts store, formerly Brown County Auto Parts. We want to wish our basketball teams, as they enter into their winter season of basketball, safe travels. And as you're out moving around, stop by your McKay Auto Parts store for all your winter chemicals. We have windshield deicer on sale, ice scrapers, ice melt, wiper blades.
Napa know-how.
Get the good stuff with Napa Know-How. Make sure you meet our friendly staff with our expanded hours.
Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy carries a wide variety of home medical and durable medical equipment in their normal inventory. If you need something not in inventory, Moreland and Devitt has equipment available in their catalog that can be delivered to the store by the next day with no special fees or shipping charges. Moreland and Devitt Pharmacies, family owned with local employees with locations in Rushville, Virginia, Beardstown, and the Mount Sterling location, located inside IGA. For refills, visit mndpharmacy.com or call 217-773-2020.
This is Mike Yingling with Yingling and Nissen Agency. If you have money or have people who depend on you financially, you probably don't have enough life insurance. Your group term coverage won't go with you if you change jobs or lose your job. We can shop the market with access to most major companies, so call us at 773-3397 or visit our website at www.ynagency.com. We are a trusted choice agency.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort who let nothing overcome their profound profession. Those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Call the Comfort Man at Scranton Heating and Cooling, 217-773-2626, or visit their website, comfortman.com, your local Train Comfort Specialist.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you from Mount Pulaski, Illinois. If you don't know where that's at, draw a triangle between Lincoln, Decatur, and Springfield, and we're right smack dab in the middle of that triangle. You could call this a suburb of Decatur, a suburb of Springfield, a suburb of Lincoln out here.
Yeah.
Nice facility.
Beautiful.
A great facility here to play basketball in, and I like the seats that they have for the players and the coaches in the front row. I think if we build the new school, Sean, I think every seat in the gym ought to be like that.
Oh, I have to have a backrest. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, no, the backrest, yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
The athletic director, and I'll float an idea out here to our athletic department, he wanted it in like the first 2 or 3 rows on each side and sell those seats as your seat for the ball game.
Well, they'd be getting my money, I can tell you that.
See?
I like to be down close to the action anyway.
Yeah, so we could pay for the bleachers that way. Can you imagine how many people would pay for a seat with a back on it?
Quite a few.
Yeah, all I'd have to do is bring my cushion out there. You're listening to the the Prairie Land FS Halftime Show. They're farmer-owned cooperative dedicated to providing all customers with the highest quality products and services. Your local Prairie Land FS, 104 West Railroad Street in Mount Sterling, 773-3911, and it's been so wet, I think farmers just gather there for coffee and popcorn.
Yeah.
You can go down there and get you a bag of popcorn every single day if you want one.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, Sean, what do we got for some stats here in the first half?
Well, as you all know, we got Brown County has a 2-point lead at halftime. It's 30-28. As far as I can tell right now, Brown County's got 3 turnovers. Sam Carr came out of the first half with 7 of those points. Cole Beheimer had 12. Quinn Saxer had 5. Landon Lucky had 2. And Colby Wart had 4. So, you know, like we talked about before the game started, all of our starters have a unique role, and everybody contributes in some special way. We're doing a good job of passing the ball. We just got to stop the threes. Right now for Elmwood, I have them down to 6 turnovers. The threes that they're hitting is just, we have to stop that. We even switched to man, and they still hit some threes in our face. But I got Williams, Brendan Williams with 3 points, and that Zach Howerton hit 4 3-pointers just in that second quarter, gave him 12 points for the first half. Number 24, Wallace, had 8 points, and 44, Crozier, had 5 of their 28. Howerton got in a little bit of foul trouble. He had 2 fouls. Babcock had 1. Lehman had 1. Crozier had 1. On the Brown County side, Cole Beheimer's got 2. Landon Lucky's got 1. Colby Wart's got 1. So we're doing okay. We talked about that too. We need to stay out of foul trouble. And Cole gets a lot of those, and Lucy gets a lot of those because Lucy's down there banging, and Cole's up top, and he's got the quick hands and the quick feet, and you know, sometimes he gets caught up and slaps a wrist or something and picks up his fouls that way. But more often than not, he comes away with the steal, and he's got an easy layup.
Well, let's talk about the Yingling and Nissen keys to the second half for Brown County. You've went over most of them.
Yeah.
Cut down on the threes. It's okay if we need to get out there to that lead. You know, we've had as high as a 7-point lead in the ball game. That's our high, and a 6-point lead. We need to get out to that lead. And actually, if we could take it out to 10 to 12 points, those threes would not bother us as bad if we're scoring almost every time down the floor. Because if we're shooting 2s and they're shooting 3s, you're only making up 1 point at a time.
Sure.
And so I think the key is to get a good lead here in the second half to take those threes out of play and make them rush them and be intense about them. Because when you're relaxed shooting threes, it's one thing. When the game is on the line toward the end of the ball game and you're trying to rush them because you have to have them, that's a different shot altogether.
Yeah, absolutely. They got 4, 5, 6, 8 threes, and I, as far as I can remember, all those were just set shots, like you were saying. None of them were rushed. The one it looked like we got a little bit of piece of, and it still went in. But the rest of them, they were set shots. So, like you said, if we can come at them and get some pressure on them and make them hurry, then you know, it might make a difference. And the free throws are going to make a difference too. They're 2 for 4. We're 2 for 6. That's another thing we talked about before the game even started. If this is a close game, we have to make free throws, and that's a no-brainer for any ball game, no matter what age level.
Well, you've been listening to the Prairie FS Halftime Show as we get ready to go back for second half action. I want to remind you about B&N Trucking, locally owned since 1999. If you need something hauled or you want to be part of their team as an owner, operator, or driver, call them at 289-3555. And Shauna, a classmate of mine, had a good trick on guys that could shoot outside. He would come out and he would put his fingers out and he'd tap you in the stomach. He might occasionally get a foul, but after he's done that a couple of times, the guy starts expecting and you start
flinching.
Sure. It's a nice little trick. Brown County gets the ball out. Carr inbound, gets it into Saxer. And we'll switch ends, of course. Beheimer with the ball out front. Howerton on him. Ward, we're going to weave until we find something open. Beheimer doesn't find it open. There he goes down the lane, up and off the basket.
Wow.
Outside of the lane, 2 points as Brown County starts out 32-28 with the first 2 points here in the third quarter.
He gets a lot of those to fall.
Wallace into Crozier, and Ward gets his hand on the ball, gives it to Saxer. Saxer feeds it back, but it ends up in the hand of Lehman, and he'll bring it back the other way. Elmwood, or I should say Howerton, open for 3, and he scores it, and we got a 1-point ball game again, 32-31, wide open, Sean.
Wide open.
And
feet were set, drilled it.
They're shooting threes better than most high school teams do.
Yeah.
Ward, top of the key, they'll go to their front weave, and he turned the ball over in the process. He knows that he did that.
Yep.
And so it'll go back the other way. Elmwood with an opportunity to take the lead here. And Wallace will walk it up. Gives it to Howerton. Back to Wallace. Posted up is Crozier at the top of the key. Lehman tries to set a screen for Howerton. Not open. Back out to Wallace. Trying to set screens on people, and Wart steals the ball from Wallace. End to end and up and good, 34-31. We're killing them on transition and turnovers.
Yeah, we're fast and we're getting the steals, but again, I mean, like a broken record, we got to stop the three.
They're swarming. Ball into Crozier. He drives the lane unlucky, goes up and shoots, no good. Rebound's going to be Wart coming back the other way. They'll get it up to Saxer. Saxer will stop because nothing's open. Back to Wart. We'll go back into the weave. Wart goes toward nothing there, being guarded by Wallace. To Carr. Carr with the dribble, back to Wart. They're staying tight. They've got Howerton on Beheimer man-to-man, and he's playing him tight.
Yeah, they don't want him with the ball, that's for sure. That's why Sam needed to step up over there, in my opinion, hit that three, and then what are you going to do? You know, you can't deny both guards the ball.
And it goes to the bucket, misses it, rebounded by Elmwood, and that's going to be Howerton with the rebound. And they're going to call foul on Landon Lucky on that, unfortunately, I believe.
Yeah, just another hustle play, though. I mean, he was getting after the ball. He just a little rough.
And so that will be his
second foul.
Second foul on him?
Yep.
Okay, Wallace will bring it in. 3-point ball game, 3:40 left here in the third quarter. Brown County 34, Elmwood 31 as Wallace brings it across. He's guarded by Beheimer. Out to Howerton. Can't let him be open. To Wallace. Howerton being guarded by Carr. Wallace being double teamed. And ball out to Howerton. He's open and misses a shot. We made him rush that shot. Carr, he sends it over to Saxer. Saxer goes up, no good. Rebound going to end up in the hands of Saxer.
Good
down
look.
Under Lucky underneath the
Good
basket.
look.
Again, why this team is so good together. And Lucky gets another basket, 36-31. Saw the opening, and he went for it, and Saxer saw him.
Absolutely. Went right to the bucket when he seen his teammate had the ball.
Williams to Lehman. Lehman drives, pulls up, shoots, no good. Rebound, Carr. We're coming back the other way for Brown County. 2:38 left here in the third quarter. Brown County leading 36-31 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. Beheimer feeds the post to Wart. Over to Carr, to Lucky. Lucky down to Ward on the backside, no good. Rebound, Lehman, and what a play there. We should have come back with two.
Yep, good
nice
look by
ball,
Lucky.
Good ball work. Wallace. Still with the dribble out front, being guarded by Beheimer. To Crozier, he's going to try to drive on Lucky. No, Williams. Back to Wallace. And need to watch Howerton. He's trying to get open for the three. That's his job. Lehman. Back to Williams. Now Howerton's about 4 feet beyond the line. No good. Made him rush it. He's rushing that shot. Beheimer back on the transition. Carr 4-3. No good. Off the rim. Rebound. Ward up and good.
Good board.
38-31. 7-point lead for Brown County. 1:34 left on the Cass Communication clock here in the third quarter. And timeout Elmwood. He's not liking something that went on. And so with that, Brown County 38, Elmwood 31, 1:30 left in the third. We'll be back after this message.
There's a difference between field experts and experts in the field. At Prairieland FS, we're experts in the field. Our crop specialists are trusted advisors, driven to maximize every acre and bring the latest agronomic technologies and innovations to your farm. Whether recommending the appropriate hybrid or variety, nutrient management for optimum growth, or advice on disease and pest management, our crop specialists are always focused on pointing your operations forward. Learn more at prairielandfs.com.
The Brown County State Bank is proud to support all the Brown County Hornets athletic programs. In fact, we're the only bank offering the Hornet debit card. Every time the card is used at a point of sale, a portion of the proceeds are contributed to the Brown County School. It's our part of our commitment to making them the best they can be. Contact the Brown County State Bank today to get your Hornet debit card at 773-3327. Brown County State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you at the 8th grade state tournament. It's third quarter with 1:30 left. It is Brown County 38 and Elmwood 31. Brown County tied for their biggest lead of the ball game in the ball game. And it'll be Wallace. Wallace gets double teamed at times. He has trouble with that. New in the ball game is Durst for Elmwood in the ball game. Gives the ball to Williams. Back out to Durst. And I'm trying to see. He's in for Hallerton.
Yeah, he is.
And that's okay with me.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. That kid's got 5 3-pointers.
And it's Wallace into the lane. He's trying to feed low to Lehman, and he gets fouled on the play, and I think that may be on Sam Carr.
Yeah, they're going to call that one on Sam.
He tried to reach in to get that ball before it was shot.
Sam's first. He's okay. Got number 40 shooting, which is Lehman. Lehman's shooting.
First shot up and good. 38-32. Want to call your ASC technicians, Doug and Darren Henry, for dealership quality repair and service. Henry Automotive, 773-9066. Next one up, and no good. Rebound, Wart.
Should have been a foul there.
38-32. Under a minute left here in the third quarter, and traveled, and that's just not Colby.
No, that's not. I think that was a little bit of a slip there.
Yep, he's turned the ball over, and he has traveled today, and you don't see him do that a lot.
No, he's a solid ball player. That was just a little mistake. Just get it out of your head. Everything's going to be fine.
Brown County still in that man-to-man, and I'm looking to see if, no, he's not back. Howerton's not back in the ball game. Outside to Durst. Durst looking low, nothing there. Crozier over to Williams. He's going to drive the lane, throw it up, and it's good.
That's a
One
good
of the
take.
few 2-pointers for them for the day.
Yeah.
38-34, 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. To Carr. Carr to Lucky. Lucky tries to go down to Wart, and the ball's intercepted by Wallace, and he's taking it back the other direction. And it's Williams for three, and it's good. 38-37, 1 point ball game as we get ready almost for halftime. Ball stolen by Wallace. He gets it stolen by him, and that's the end of the third quarter. And I'm glad that buzzer went off on that one, Sean.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, because he was headed toward the basket,
Yeah, that was
and
a layup.
we stopped that. So end of three quarters, it's Brown County 38 and Elmwood 37. We'll be back after these messages.
When it comes to handling your taxes, ever feel a bit taxed? If so, why not give yourself some well-deserved tax relief and visit Larry Dunn Accounting. Larry and his staff have been helping clients with tax return preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax, and business consultation since 1980. Put their experience to work for you today. After almost 5 decades in business, their number one priority remains building long-term relationships. Larry Dunn Accounting, 443 East Main Street in Mount Sterling, or call 217-773-3400. The Hendricker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling, has been serving the Brown County and surrounding area for over 40 years. The Hendricker Funeral Home is a proud supporter of Brown County athletics. Jamie and Tracy Hendricker and their staff are proud of their attention to detail, the variety of choices, and dignity given to each and every family that they serve in their time of need. For more information, call Hendricker Funeral Home at 773-3362 or on the web at hendrickerfuneralhome.com.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you to start the fourth quarter. It's Brown County 38, Elmwood 37. Elmwood gets the ball as we come out here for the fourth quarter. Brown County with a 1-point lead on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Wallace out to Durst. Durst with the dribble. Gives it out to Williams. To Wallace again, top of the key. He's trying to get in. Beheimer will not let him into the lane. And the ball back fed to Lehman. He misses it. Beheimer up court to Carr. Carr with the shot and is fouled by Durst on the play. He'll go to the line for 2 with 5:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Brown County with a 1-point lead on the Cass Communication scoreboard, 38-37.
That's the first foul for Durst. Sam's also a good free throw shooter, so let's hope he nails both of these. There's the first one.
That gets us out to 2 points. Let's get out to 3 there, Sam. I want to remind you about the Farmers National Bank of Griggsville. As he makes the second one, located 200 Pittsfield Road, call 773-9123. 3-point ball game, Brown County 40, Elmwood 37 on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Wallace being guarded by Beheimer. He's had a tough time getting rid of the ball. Ball back out to Wallace after it went in the corner to Williams. Down low to Lehman, guarded by Wart. Wallace again. And the ball stolen right out of his hands by Quinn Saxer. And they're going to call a foul on Wallace as they were going after the ball.
Well, I missed that, Steve. Actually, I was marking down the turnover, and I heard the whistle and looked up. And
yeah, I don't know. That's one of those calls we got to look both ways, and I think we got one back there.
Yeah, well, we'll take it. We need it.
Carr
we just
inbounds to Wart, being guarded by Wallace. And Wallace blocks the pass back out to Carr and steals the ball. And he's going to take it up the court for Elmwood. Beheimer is all over him. He shoots from the free throw line, in and out, no good. Rebound, Wart. Back to Beheimer, 4:45 left. Brown County with a 3-point lead, 40-37 here in the fourth quarter on the Cass Communication scoreboard. Carr slowing things up. We don't have to be in a hurry here down on our end of the court. Let's be patient. Let's get the points. Carr in the corner to Saxer. Saxer drives the baseline, comes back out. Cross courts to Carr. Almost lost that one. Beheimer being guarded up front by Durst. And I'm not so sure there wasn't hands on there. Beheimer goes for the layup. No good. Lucky with the rebound. And he gets fouled from behind by Lehman.
Lehman's second foul right there. There's Lucky again. Another offensive rebound. Sorry.
Just hustling.
Hustle. I love it. That's something you can't teach, and I love hustle.
He'll go to the line for 2. First one up, no good. Henniker Funeral Home, located at 406 South Capitol Avenue in Mount Sterling. Call 773-3362 or on the web at hennikerfuneralhome.com.
Second one up for Lucky. It's good. Needed that. That was
4-point lead, 41-37. 4:10 left here in the fourth quarter. 8th grade state tournament game. Wallace being guarded by Beheimer. Left-hand side, still with the dribble. He handles the ball a lot, and I think that's why it gets stolen from him. He's trying to work on Beheimer, and Beheimer ends up with a foul. I don't know about that one, Sean.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. Cole's pretty good with his hands. He gets in there sometimes, but that looked pretty good.
Yeah, let's put it this way. I could have called the foul 5 other times on him someplace else that didn't get called.
Sure, yeah.
And so Wallace inbounds the ball, gets it to Williams on the right side. Back out front to Crozier. Crozier with the dribble. And Wart just walks out, steals the ball from him. He's going down for 2.
Nice.
43-37. The big man did not pay attention to Wart coming up from behind, and he just stole the ball. Wallace back out front.
A lot of people don't expect a kid as big as Colby to be that fast, and he's fast.
And it's Williams with the 3. No good. Rebound finally ends up in Landon Lucky's hands. Hit by Elmwood, and it'll be Brown County's ball. And again, nice hustle by Landon Lucky there.
Elmwood getting a lot more aggressive now here in the fourth quarter. They bringing out a little extra hustle, and their hands are coming out, trying to get a hand on the ball and getting in our face.
Beheimer gives it to Carr on the right-hand side. Timeout, Brown County. He'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after these messages. Brown County 43, Elmwood 37 on the Cass Communications scoreboard. 3:17 left here in the fourth quarter.
York Tire understands that there is never a good time for a flat tire on the farm or on your commercial vehicle. That's why York's eases your pain with 24-hour farm and road assistance. They can come to you with their on-site service truck and get your equipment rolling again. York Tire offers tires for just about anything that has wheels and can service vehicles large or small. York Tire, 501 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, right behind the FS Fast Stop. Call 217-773-3947.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in auto.
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk back with you here in the fourth quarter. 3:17 left. Brown County 43, Elmwood 37. Brown County with a 6-point lead. Wart gets the ball inbound in the lane to Carr. Across back to Ward on the left-hand side. We're going to go to the weave. Ward says they're going to guard Beheimer that close. We'll just pull that guy out of the system.
Well, that's something else that teams don't realize. We were talking about how fast.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No
he
foul
ran
there.
Into him. No foul.
Yeah.
But yet, if I touched him, I won't get into that.
Yeah.
Carr with the dribble.
There's a hack
back
right
out
there.
to Wart. And finally, they're going to call a call. That's a makeup call right there.
Yeah, I believe you're right. There was two there that we got hammered.
Lehman hammers Wart.
His third.
And the team fourth in this half. Nobody in the bonus yet. Brown County with 3 fouls. Saxer will inbound the ball with 2:46 on the clock. Saxer gets it into Lucky. Lucky back to Saxer. Saxer out front to Carr. Carr's pretty much had to run the offense because whoever they've had on Beheimer has been doing a good job.
Yeah.
Ward to Carr. Brown County's content running this clock out. You want to let us have the ball up front, we'll keep it out front, and I think that's what Brian wanted to tell them.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're in no hurry to go to the basket
Not at
with
all.
a 6-point lead. Beheimer with the ball. They're going to have to start fouling here short.
There it
and
is.
Finally, we're not in the bonus yet. That'll be 5. And should put us in bonus situation after.
That's the second on Wallace.
2:16 left on the clock. 43-37 on the Cass Communications scoreboard clock. Beheimer to Carr. Foul Carr. He'll make the free throws. Beheimer. And fouled. And that's going to be Wallace with a foul again. That's going to be his third foul. And 6th, I guess bonus happens when?
Happens on 7.
Okay. I'm used to old school 5. That Dieterle keeps me straight on that.
Yeah.
Wart. Carr, and a foul called on Williams. They have to foul him fast right now because they got to get him in the bonus.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get the ball back until you get in the bonus.
That was Wallace again, right?
No, that was Williams.
Okay, they got Williams with that one.
And so Carr will go to the line. No good. Rebound is Wallace coming back the other way for Elmwood. Pros are trying to set a pick. And I wonder what happened to Howerton. We have not seen him.
He's back.
Is he back?
Yep.
There he is. Okay. And I think we got a break there because I think Sam touched that ball.
See, I looked down to mark him in. I didn't see that play there either.
And
I was trying to watch Howerton, see where he was going to try and end up there.
Beheimer with the ball. He's forcing the ball up over to Lucky. He'll put it back out front to Carr. Back out to Beheimer to Wart. Move the ball fast, boys. Move the ball fast. Down low to Lucky. He's wide open. He didn't have to take the shot. And Wallace, timeout, Brown County. I tell you what, folks, we're not going anywhere. I'll lead some liners here. Tax season is right here, right now. You need a tax appointment, you need to talk to Larry Dunn Accounting at 443 East Main Street, Mount Sterling, 773-3400. Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy located in Rushville, Virginia, Beardstown, and inside the Mount Sterling IGA. For refills, call mndpharmacy.com or 773-2020. Call your independent insurance agents, Brad or AJ Cassing at Ray Insurance, 128 West Main Street, Mount Sterling. Call 773-3851. Helena of Mount Sterling is a proud sponsor of our broadcast on BCHornetsports.com. Call 217-653-0465 for Matt Held in Helena Chemical. York Tire, you can find them right behind the FS Fast Stop at 501 East Main Street. Call the guys at York Tire, 773-3947. And our buddies at Double K Firearms, make sure you let the Kind Heart boys know how much you appreciate the broadcast. Go in. If you don't need a gun, if you don't need shells, get some of that black powder coffee from those guys.
Or just listen to Brandon talk. He's a, pardon my language, but he's a character.
Ball inbounded to Ward. He's going to take it to the bucket, gets 2 points. 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Brown County 45 and Elmwood 37. Wallace with the ball for Elmwood. And the ball almost gets stolen. He throws up a 2 and banks it off and makes it good. Timeout Elmwood.
That's their first bucket of the fourth quarter, Steve.
And okay, and we're going to keep it here because I don't want to miss anything that's going on.
You know, we were talking earlier when they were putting all this pressure on us and we were doing this three-man weave up here. Another advantage we have, which we can just talk all day long about this 8th grade group of boys. 4 of our 5 guys that are on the floor can handle the ball. And when you put your biggest kid on the floor up top, he handles the ball like a guard and he's big. So, yeah, go ahead and foul me. Come at me because he's going to make his free throws too.
Well, Quinn Saxer handles the ball well. And if we need to pull Landon, they've got Jack Anderson, who plays point guard on the 7th grade team that could go out there and help them with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And so it'll be Brown County's ball out. 6-point lead, minute and 3 left on the Cass Communications scoreboard in the fourth quarter. 45-39. Ward will inbound the ball for Brown County. And they'll go long court to Saxer. Saxer's going to go for the layup. He gets fouled. He just kind of threw that up. He got hit hard.
Yeah, he did.
That was a hammer foul. That should be.
Popped right up. He's okay. That's his 4th. Should be Lehman's 4th.
And he'll go to the line for 2. Let's make it an 8-point lead here, Mr. Saxer.
Yeah, these are big.
For the first one. Good.
Good.
46-39. 1 solid minute left in this ball game. Howerton comes back in the ball game. Durst comes out, I should say, and Howerton comes back in the ball game after a short break. Saxer misses the second one. Rebound.
Good rebound.
Ward gets the ball back out front.
Colby with a
Beheimer.
huge rebound.
Less than a minute left, folks. And finally, he gets fouled by Williams with 53.5 seconds left here in the fourth. Brown County's going to the line again, 46-39.
Steve, I didn't see where he came out of. He came out of nowhere and was 2 feet above everybody else and just grabbed that ball out of the air.
Yeah, that's called going to the boards and,
wow.
and hitting the boards. Misses the next shot. Wallace will bring it up for Elmwood. Howerton trying to get open. You can see him over there lingering at his favorite spot for 3 because they need a 3-pointer. He can't get it. Williams throws up a 3. It's off of the post and going to be Brown County ball with 38.3 seconds left. Jeff Schmitz, if you want to come work with us the next game, I'm sure, Sean, I got a 3rd headset. We can put 3 of us up here and we'll have a ball.
Yeah, I might be stumbling over you guys because I'll be more of a fan at that point than trying to do a broadcast.
Beheimer with the ball. He gets fouled. Let's see who they give that on.
They're going to give that to Williams.
And so Williams gets the foul, and what is that, 3 for him?
That's 3 for Williams right there.
10 team fouls for Elmwood. Brown County only has 3. First shot up and good. Makes it 47-39. 8-point lead, and how nice, 8-point lead. Biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, with 35.7 left. That's huge.
Make it.
Get in there.
9-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game. We've only had 2 ties in this ball game. Wallace. They got to start flinging things. And Crozier tries to drive. They're just killing time with the dribble. Finally, Wallace throws up a 3. No good. Wart with the rebound. And they're fouling. Let's see who they call that.
That's going to be 5 on Lehman. I think that's on Lehman.
It is. And young man, good season for him. Congratulations to the Elmwood team. 9-point lead for Brown County.
Lehman leaves with 1 point. He was 1 of 4 for free throws, but he was a good ball player. He was a big body down there, got several rebounds. Good kid.
Jimmy Babcock coming to the line. And a look out there. Nicole Miller's out there listening, which means our smallest BCHornetSports.com fan in Merriam is listening to us too. Miss Jumping Bean. Class act here by Elmwood to get all of their players, even just for a few seconds,
absolutely,
into the ball game. We're going to try to name them. Alger in the ball game.
Alger, Nims.
Babcock.
Babcock came in.
Durst.
McGee, we got number 12 out there. Number 12, Jackson McGee.
And he makes the second one, an 11-point lead for Brown County. 20 seconds left. You just let him come down and shoot the ball. No pressure. And throwing
13.
Durst throws up a 3 with 11 seconds left. 50-42.
Good for him.
Mort bringing the ball up. He just holds it high over the top of his head. Carr with the ball. And he says it was out of bounds, the official said, with 1.7 seconds left. I want you to stay tuned for the Casting Lumber postgame show. Sean and I will give you some of the stats and thoughts for the game. And we're hoping that maybe Dane Fleshner will come up and join us. That is the ball game. Brown County wins the first game of the 8th grade state, 50-42 over Elmwood. They'll play at 5 o'clock against the winner of the Decatur Robertson. And I got to think of who they're playing, Sean.
I don't know. I haven't looked at a bracket yet. I'm not sure.
Trying to find a bracket here. We'll see if we can see if they did a bracket. They probably didn't since they posted this thing. There's 1A, so we'll keep going until we find 2A here. But with that, we'll take a station break and be back with the Casting Lumber postgame show after these messages.
At Henry Automotive, they believe in honest, hometown service. They have the latest in technology and tools and are equipped for any job. So, whether it's an oil change, scheduled maintenance, a check engine light, or a major repair, Doug and Darren Henry, your ASE certified mechanics, are standing by to get you back on the road. Henry Automotive, located at 1157 690 East Street, Mount Sterling. Just turn north at the KC Hall onto Damon Road. Drive 1.8 miles and look for the big blue and yellow sign. Call Henry Automotive at 773-9066. Once again, that's Henry Automotive at 773-9066.
Farmers State Bank and Trust Company of Mount Sterling would like to wish the Hornets best of luck this season. A local bank with local people, local decisions, and local investments. The Farmers State Bank and Trust has been serving the financial needs of Brown County for over 100 years. Visit them today for all your banking needs at the main bank in Mount Sterling, the For Sales branch, the Timewell branch, or the branch located inside the IGA in Mount Sterling. Farmers State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Ray Insurance Agency is an independent insurance agency in Mount Sterling. We offer competitively priced insurance products that fit the needs of you and your family. We specialize in personal, commercial, and agribusiness insurance products. So call me, Brad Cassing, today at 217-773-3851 for a free quote and risk assessment. We are located at 128 West Main Street in Mount Sterling. Our phone number is 217-773-3851.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is an international and local organization that provides support for our athletes and coaches in the areas. Small groups called huddles meet regularly in our schools and communities to build strong relationships. Todd Sweatman is our area director for Western Illinois. Todd is a longtime educator and coach and also serves as the chaplain at McMurray College. Julie Ross, area rep, is working with Adams and Brown County schools to support coaches and athletes. Jack Hull, longtime radio broadcaster and sports official, is serving with Julie and Todd throughout the Western Illinois region. We need your support as boosters, first in prayer and also with your financial monthly support. You can help us strengthen the huddles in your schools. Contact us at westernilfca.org to find out more and get our contact information. Won't you join us in lifting Jesus Christ up in our schools, athletes, coaches, and communities? Go to westernilfca.org or email me at jhull@fca.org. Get involved in FCA for your youth today.
As the year starts...
Steve Surratt, Sean Volk, and assistant coach Dane Flessner back up here with us for the postgame show. You're listening to the Casting Lumber postgame show. Hometown family-owned lumber and hardware store can help you start or finish any job, inside, outside, big or small. Stop by and see how they can help you get the job done, supporting hometown schools like ours and families for 45 years. Casting Lumber Company, Route 99 South, Mount Sterling, 773-2611. Dane Flessner, congratulations to you and the Brown County Hornets for your first victory. For me, I think I'm as excited as you. That means I get to come back at 5 o'clock. I don't know if my wife's as excited, but she was a pretty big fan over there for the ball club, which means we play at 5 o'clock against the winner between Elmwood, or I should say Decatur Robinson and Casey Westfield. But let's talk about this game. What were the highlights as a coach for the game that you'd like to bring out to people?
Well, we came out in our plan. Can you hear me?
There you go.
All right. We came out and the boys executed what we wanted to do. We wanted to do what got us here, and that's play our tough Syracuse into our 1-3-1 zone. But I can't say enough about Elmwood and the way they shot their three-pointers. When we scouted them, they were probably 3 for 30, and tonight, I don't know, it seemed to me like they were 30 for 30. So they came out and shot us, and they found holes in our 1-3-1 and forced us into something we don't do a lot, and that's play man-to-man defense. We haven't hardly done it all year long. So I got to give a lot of credit to the boys for stepping up when we knew we had to get out of it and contest their shooters and their their media ball handlers. We had to get up on their ball handlers. So we had to get out of it. So a lot of kudos goes to our boys for winning a ball game today, playing 3/4 of man-to-man defense, which I don't know that we've played 3/4 of man-to-man defense all year long. So.
Well, and awesome. And what I love about your man-to-man is we're not, as 8th graders, this is the thing I want to point out to people. We're not so focused that this is the man I'm supposed to guard. If we see the opportunity to double team, they were double teaming people and getting the steal.
Yeah.
And you just don't, that's instinct. That's just good ball. That's hard to teach kids.
Yeah, no, our kids, we got some pretty good group there, and they're very good at anticipating stuff. Sometimes it gets us in trouble. We like to over-anticipate, and then we don't get it. Then it puts everybody behind us in a little bit of trouble trying to catch up and get mans off the switches and stuff like that. And, they made me a little nervous with that switching and stealing because as coaches, we wanted straight-up defense going high of the ball screen. That way we didn't get caught underneath and give up the three-point shots. So they were making us a little nervous doing that. But, yes, they do a good job of it. As us coaches, we were really wanting a lot of it there. No, we wanted straight, hard-nosed defense and keep on their three-point shooters. But we knew the guys that would catch the ball that we could double team. So that was a message also at halftime. Stay with the ones that we don't want to double team and kick out to their three-point shooters. But also when the right guys caught the ball, we wanted to double them.
Yeah, they were shooting lights out on the three. Sean and I are going, this is unbelievable, because at one point they had made 8 3-pointers, and we had and they had only made 1 2-pointer at one point in the ball game. And so we're going, we got to come out of that defense. The next thing you know, you're coming out with the defense.
Yeah, and that's exactly the opposite thing that we did when we went and watched them. The opposite thing they did. Like I said, they were about 2 for 25 out of 3-point range, and they did a lot of their damage with that 40 and that 44 in the paint in the game we scouted. So it was like we came here today and it was just like, oh my goodness. And it was exactly what Coach Ingram and I talked about, though. If they made their threes, we were going to be in for a long day, and that's exactly what happened. So I got to give a lot of props to Elmwood. They're a class act team. Played us a really good game today, and our kids for coming out of their comfort zone and finishing that game and getting a state win. That's wonderful for our kids. So I hope we can keep it rolling.
All right, now we can talk about the next game. What do you know about the two teams? I know you know a little bit about both teams.
We do a little bit. We know that Casey Westfield, they're a pretty hard-nosed team. They play good basketball. Really, the message that we've got from some people we've talked to on the Decatur Robinson side is they're just smothering. They're really long, they're big, and they're long. And if they want you to play out of control basketball, and if they suck you into that sort of game and get you running up and down the floor with them, I've heard that things won't probably turn out real well for most people they play. As you can see when they walked out here a minute ago, Steve, they got some really big boys, and so what we're gonna have to do, in my humble opinion, I'm gonna stay and watch, but we're gonna have to control tempo, and we love to run up and down the floor too, but this might be one of those games where we might have to get out of that kind head frame and try to make it a slower game and take care of the basketball. Our big key will be taking care of the basketball. If we can take care of the basketball, we got the athletes to stay in a game with a team like that. But if we come out and make some sloppy turnovers early, you just never know. So our big message, I think, is going to be handle the basketball, block out, and just play fundamental basketball.
All right. Well, congratulations to you and the Brown County Hornets. Sean, you want to add anything?
No, I think I was just it was tough up here trying to keep the books and be a fan. It's the first time I've done this, but I tell you what, it's I remember I was telling Steve before the game, playing in state when I was in 7th grade, and you still get them butterflies in your stomach, and you know how the kids feel, and you're excited to see when they're controlling the game and have the lead and playing with the lead, and you know, Elmwood came in a couple times, and there was within one and then tied it up, and our boys just stayed composed, do what they do, got some steals, got some more layups, and pulled away from them again, and it was really impressive to watch.
Yeah, that's what's good about them. They go into the locker room and they, you know, our message was we took their best punch. From watching them play, we took their Mike Tyson punch, if you will, in that first half, and we still were up by 3 points. So that was the message we sent home. And the kids, before we even got in there, when walking in, you could hear them say, "Guys, we're winning." We took a heck of a shot from them. If we just stop them on defense, we're going to be okay. So I love that about our boys. They're always pretty positive, and they're very smart, basketball minded, and so they know when they're in a game that they can win and stuff like that. So, well, hey, we really appreciate both of you coming up this far and doing this for our boys. It's an exciting day for Brown County basketball, and hope we can bring one more home and play for that state championship.
We want to tell all the fans listening, guess what? As much as I want you listening on the radio, get in the car.
Yeah.
The game's at 5 o'clock. You've got plenty of time to get here for this game this afternoon. I want to see the sideline packed with Brown County fans up here. I'll give up having listeners for you to get up here to support it. Tell your boss you're sick, whatever you need to do to get here. Text your friends. If you've got friends in the Springfield area that are Brown County graduates, tell them they need to come up and support some of their classmates and different things going on, because I tell you what, every one of us will tell you there is nothing more exciting than sports on the junior high and the high school level. There is nothing like it in the world. You'll have a great time.
I just got chills again. I mean, I love it. I love being here. It's less than a 2-hour drive, hour and 45 minutes. It's nothing.
And you come in right on the road, and it takes you right to the school. Straight to the school. So,
and I will say they've been very, very friendly here. It's a nice facility.
Beautiful facility.
Yep, so we want to thank Mount Pulaski for hosting this thing. And like I said, hey, we know we're going to try to bring this second one home for you, but the best we're going to do is put our best foot forward and play Brown County basketball, and we'll enjoy anybody that can come here and watch that.
Here, I want to let you in on a clue. We do our best and come up short. The worst that's going to happen is that we come home with 4th place hardware.
Yeah, in the state of Illinois. So,
yep.
That's a very good outlook. We're not going to spread that message to our boys.
No.
Not quite yet, but at the end of the game, if we come up short, that's obviously going to be a message, because that's pretty special. I don't care who you are. My first year coaching, Brian's, I think it's his first year as a head coach at the junior high. You know, both of us are a little wet behind the ears. He was here with Jeff Bottorff back when Jeff's son's age group got here to the state tournament. So both of us were having a great time. The boys are having fun. And, you know, Steve, with kids this age, that's all it's about, is letting them have good memories. So.
Yep. And I know Jeff Bottorff's probably out there listening to the ball game. I hope he is. And, again, folks, get over for the ball game. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, thanks a lot, Steve. Sean, appreciate the both of you guys. Thank you guys very much.
All right, Sean, you got some end-of-the-game stats there for us on this Casting Lumber postgame show?
Yeah, absolutely. Brown County, of course, won the game 50-42. Brown County ended up with 10 turnovers. We only had 3 in the first half and 7 in the second half. So a little bit sloppier from our team in the second half. But I tell you what, to Elmwood's credit, they put a lot more pressure on us in the second half. We talked about that while the game was going on. They were in our face a lot more. Probably got away with a few fouls and stuff, but of course we do too. Elmwood ended the game with 11 fouls. They were pretty consistent, 6 in the first half, 5 in the second. Elmwood, what kept them in this game is 10 3-pointers, Steve. They hit 10 3-pointers. The Howerton boy hit 5 of those. So, you know, when Brown County does what Brown County does, they get out and they get their steals and they run. And I tell you what, them threes kept them in the game. Sam Carr ended the game with 9 points and 1 foul. Cole Beheimer finished the game with 16 points. He had 3 fouls. Quinn Saxer finished with 6 points, no fouls. Landon Lucky finished with 5 points and 2 fouls. But to add a little more to Landon, there were big rebounds and big steals and a couple really good passes in there from a big guy that again, role player, that really helps this team a lot. Colby Ward finished with 14 points and 1 foul. His second half was huge. Colby had 2 or 3 uncharacteristic turnovers there. I believe it was towards the end of the third quarter maybe. And he's one of them players that, it made him mad. He knows he's better than that. And he came out and got a couple steals, just boom, boom. And one of them he made the layup. The other one I think he got fouled and went to the free throw line. So, he's one of them players. He's not going to let those little things get in his head. He's going to come right back at you. Great job by the Hornets today to get this win. On the Elmwood side, number 11, Williams, he finished with 8 points and 3 fouls. Durst, 13, number Durst, he's one of the ones that came in right there at the very end, comes in and had a nice long three about 2 feet behind the three-point line. He just fired one up and drills it, so he finished with 3 points. Howerton finishes with 15 points. Again, all his points came off three-pointers, hit 5 threes, which was huge. He really kept his team in the game and motivated his team. 24, Wallace finishes with 10 points and 3 fouls. Lehman, number 40, finishes with 6 points, and he fouled out. Crozier, 44 Crozier, looks like here he got, is it 5 points? Yeah, there I am. He's got 5 points and finished with 1 foul. Good game by both squads. Well played, well coached. I think you could pretty much tell that both these teams, that's why they're here. They were really composed. There wasn't a terribly too many unforced turnovers. I think all the turnovers that both teams had today were forced turnovers from the other team being aggressive.
I don't think there was a traveling or turning the ball over on any Elmwood. I think there was 0 there, and I think we had just a couple on our side of the ball.
Yeah, and you're right. I think we did. And the only one that I remember was the one that we were, all out like we were going to go to the bucket and decided to stop at the last second and just had one little last step. And so, well played, both sides.
It's time to give the McKay Napa Auto Parts Napa Know-How Award to players on each team that sparked their team today. So I'm going to ask you for Elmwood. Who would you give it to on Elmwood?
Well, I mean, absolutely. I think Howerton, 21 Howerton, just some of the threes that he hit. Not only was it keeping him in the game and motivating his team, there were several of them where he was really working hard. Brown County's got a phenomenal defense, and he was working hard, finding a way to get open, setting his feet, and just drilling the threes.
And that was a big difference in this ball game. And on the Brown County side of the ball, what do you think over there?
I'm going to have to say, I mean, you got a few in here that you could go with. You could say, okay, Wart had the huge second half.
Big rebounds.
Big rebounds. Oh my gosh, I wish I was doing rebound stats. I can't. To get here, to bring a younger kid here and watch him box out is incredible. How you would want to teach a kid to box out as a coach. That is how Colby Wart boxes people out. It's impressive. And that kid down there was just as big as him, maybe just a touch bigger, maybe, and just puts his butt on him and gets him out of there and gets the rebound.
What do you think? He's had a little competition.
Oh yeah. He's got them
with the older brothers there.
Yeah, the triplets there, definitely.
Okay.
Then you could easily make an argument for Lucky too, just because of some of the plays he made while the game was close, whether it was tied or with 1 point. But I'm gonna finish up with Cole because Cole Beheimer. That's probably who I'm going to have to give this to, just because his leadership and he fights, and his hands, and there's just so many different things that he does, and he was pulling down a few boards here and there, you know.
Well, let's put it this way. If we're giving it to Howerton because of what he did early in the game, setting the pace, Cole Beheimer set the pace for Brown County early on in this ball game, and he made Elmwood change their defense.
Yes.
And put some of their quickest guys on him, and he still worked his magic in the second half.
Yeah.
So I would give it to Cole Beheimer, although there's a lot of
great team effort.
Great team effort all the way around. We'll be back at 4:30 this afternoon with the pregame for the game tonight between Brown County, and the winner between Casey Westfield and Decatur Robertson. We'll have that at 4:30. I know Jeff Smits is headed this direction this afternoon before the ball game. Hope you are headed this direction, and I hope that you will, if you're not coming, that you'll tune in on bchornetsports.com. For Sean Volk, Steve Surratt, and my lovely assistant down on the end, Lisa Surratt, this has been a bchornetsports.com production, your source for Brown County sports.
It's to come to an end.
This concludes the broadcast of the Brown County Hornets on bchornetsports.com. Today's sponsors include B&N Trucking, Brown County Democrat Message, Brown County State Bank, Cass Communications, Double K Firearms, Farmer State Bank and Trust Company, Farmer State Bank Griggsville, Hindeker Funeral Home, Henry Automotive, Cassing Lumber Company, Larry Dunn Accounting, McKay Napa Auto Parts, Moreland and Devitt Pharmacy, Prairie Land FS, Rustic Gardens, Scranton Heating and Cooling, York Tire, Helena Chemical Company, Yingling and Nissen Agency. Thank you for listening to the Brown County Hornets on bchornetsports.com.